It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Our matchup tonight taking place in Sacramento, the Golden One Center, as we watch the Kings go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers with some momentum in their favor. They know that great teams win these types of games on the road. They're definitely the better team, and they're looking to show it tonight. And if you want to see what dominance in the paint looks like, you'll see it tonight with Demarcus Cousins in action. Shaq, how
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to Milwaukee at the BMO Harris Bradley Center.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Well, because you can do a bunch of things well, but if you're incapable of scoring, none of the rest of that stuff really matters.
And before we get going, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who had a chance to speak with head coach Luke Walton. Dave, what do you have to say?
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from his players at the defensive end to come out on top. Let's see if that's the effort they get. Guys?
Thank you, David. Chris, how different is playoff basketball compared to the regular season?
Well, playoff basketball is just so much more physical. A lot of times it's a slower game, believe it or not, but you're exerting more energy than you would in a faster paced game, or so many adjustments are being made you have to think on the fly.
Yes. So Sacramento will get the first possession. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Van Exel is out there with Jones. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Bryant in at the 3 spot. Rodman goes in and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Oh, Kevin, it takes a lot of distraction on behalf of the D to knock Collison off his groove. His focus is razor sharp when it comes to the jump shot.
O'Neal against Cousins. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Well, there's nothing the smaller defender can do but just look up and watch himself get schooled.
The feed to Gay. Screen by Cousins. Launches it. And Shaq pulls it down. Here's Los Angeles now. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
Yeah, guys were rotating quickly, harassing shooters, looking to be dominant all night.
Flalo against Jones. The shot missing. Excellent D there from Flalo. Collison kicks to Tolliver. The dish to Gay. And it's sent back by Kobe. Collison against Van Exel. Outside, Jones. Dishes it to O'Neal. And stolen by Cousins. Tolliver for 3. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Tolliver's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Chris, make no mistake about it, Demarcus Cousins is a legitimate threat from beyond the arc.
And with Cousins, it almost seems unfair to have a 7-footer with his build shooting threes. Now look, he shoots at a good clip. He can stretch out a defense if left unguarded. He's never going to become a jump shooting big by any means, but now you can't sag off of him on that perimeter.
Now here's Collison following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Gay can't get it to go. Collison against Van Exel. Feeds it to Jones. There's the three. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
And let's review some numbers for Cousins. 7th in rebounding, 19th in scoring, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
Now Collison. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Tolliver. Temple comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Darren Collison. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Grant's checked in. Inside, here's Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Oh, man, the dunks that Gay flushes home are what he's best known for. A relentless athlete. He just flat out gets it done.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Kufis. They get a hand on it. Pass to Temple. Kicks to Cousins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kufis dishes to Gay. There's the pass to Temple. He kicks to Kufis. Back to Temple. Expanding his range. Knocks down the 3 ball. Temple's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Van Exel with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's a screen. The jump hook. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He has the physical and mental makeup to abuse defenders inside.
Lawson outside. Pass to Cousins. He feeds it to Kufis. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Los Angeles.
And they love to spread the floor with shooting. A lot of three-point attempts, and that's been the league-wide direction, and this group has been no exception.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Sacramento playing in their new arena here at the Golden One Center. Fans are pleased with the opening of a stadium. Many of them have fought for over the last decade. This main video board is huge, practically the entire size of the court.
And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Horry's checked in for O'Neal. Fox comes in for Bryant. Shaw's checked in for Jones. And it's Harper in for Van Exel. And so here's Sacramento following the 3 by the Lakers. Lawson against Harper. And Grant sends it back. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
Oh, yeah, and as a big man, you need such an aggressive move. That's the tone that you want to set, the attitude that you're trying to play with. Your teammates are following.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Kings lead. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And for the Kings guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
And they have the horses to do it. Once they can let loose out in the open, very difficult to match up with.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Horry. Harper's out there with Shaw. And it's Fox. And it's Madsen in at the 5. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Wow, that looks like he forgot that there's an out of bounds in basketball. Not sure how he made that mistake.
Lou, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Passes it to Harper. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Out to the wing. It's tipped. To the wing on the left. Here's Fox. And the three ball is good. Fox has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Lakers. Well, Chris, we have a question for you sent in from one of our fans, from Todd up in New Hampshire. They want to know what your favorite moment was as an NBA player, a question I'm also curious to know about.
Wow. My favorite moment as an NBA player, very honestly, I would say would be the day of being drafted. I mean, after then you have so many great moments, so many players that you play with, that you love to play with. It's hard to separate anything without disrespecting another moment. So I just really feel that the greatest moment of my career was stepping on that stage in Detroit at the Palace in my hometown with my finger up and just knowing that I made it. For all of us, the goal is to make it. It's not about to be a Hall of Famer. It's not about to be an All-Star. It's not about to win a championship, even though those are dreams. But you can't do it until, you make it. And so for me, putting that suit on, seeing my father shed tears, seeing my mother's eyes and the twinkle she had in her eyes, seeing my brothers and my three brothers and my sister, how happy they were, that definitely was the moment, because it was a family moment. And it was for Detroit, so it was special.
Well said. Chris, who was your toughest matchup when you were playing, for either the offensive or defensive side of things?
Oh, there was tough matchups every night. I remember a couple of seasons I really had fun playing for Sacramento when just in the West Coast on a nightly basis, the power forwards were Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Rasheed Wallace, Brian Grant, and all these guys were in their prime. So I just remember having to be prepared every night. And, in the league, there are no tough opponents because it's tough.
Yes.
Period. You can't sleep on anybody in this league.
Well said. Rudy Gay's checked in for Anthony Tolliver. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Van Exel's checked in for Ron Harper. Back to Collison. 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You were shocked when he misses open shots like that. The D should be thanking their lucky stars right now.
Now, here is O'Neal, defended by Kufis. A jump hook. O'Neal misses.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
The feed to Collison. And some changes here for the Kings. Cousins comes in for Kufis, and it's Lawson in for Darren Collison. And the Lakers also making a change. Ryan is checked in for Jones. Aflalo kicks to Lawson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the inside. Gay passes to Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got the game tied up here for Sacramento. The NBA often comes down, Chris, to a final play at the end of the game, a big shot. You've hit some gigantic shots in your career. Who do you think are the best clutch shooters, the best clutch players in the NBA?
Oh, wow. I mean, first of all, every team has a clutch guy, so you can say so many players. But when I think about a veteran like D. Wade, who knows how to get you a tough bucket. I think about a guy like Melo, one of the toughest guys to check one-on-one that can get you to so many tough buckets. And then you got to go back to the Oakland, San Francisco area, that Bay Area. And you got to look at Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Those guys have to be near the top with their shooting.
I like that. Now here's Lawson looking for his first basket still in this one. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Oh, man, and the muscle of Gay is insane. He just gets some hard shots to fall despite the obvious contact.
Garrett Temple has checked in for the Kings. The Lakers also making some changes. Horace Grant, he's checked in for Shaq. Ori comes in for Rodman. And it's Fox in for Jordan. Sacramento with the ball. Following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Cousins got it. Good job in the low post. Cousins has got 6.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Fires for three. But he stays with it. Second shot opportunity. Fox, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Kobe, and finish off by Bryant.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, and he reads it all the way, has that slide court awareness you have to be mindful of.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. You know, that's our strength anyways. And for us, you know, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. But then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I'd like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And that'll do it.
A lot of action around, as always, the Capitol building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
Yeah, great activity in the painted area. Lots of energy. Looking to score almost every time he got the ball.
Rudy Gay is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Demarcus Cousins. And it's Collison at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now Jones following Rudy Gay's three-point attempt. Kobe dishes to Rodman. O'Neal inside. Cousins is there. 11 feet away. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. The Kings trailing. Collison kicks to Cousins. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And stolen by Aflalo. Here's Gay. And Jones sends it back. And they'll keep possession.
And Cousins is one of the best big men in the league who continues to get better over time.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Good on both. And Chris, the one thing with Cousins is that he is a very strong free throw shooter.
And for his career, Cousins shoots over 70%, which is a big plus for a center. He has increased how frequently he gets to the line, so he's seeing more and more free throws as well. Many defenders don't even have an answer for him, other than just a foul.
Now here's Rodman, just 5 to shoot. Here's Kobe, off the left rim and out. The Kings have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And Cousins gets it to go.
Oh, after failing to hit on their first 3 attempts of the half, they finally got one to go there.
Here's Van Exel. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Very slow start so far this half. They're only 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Aflalo. The 17-footer goes down. Now Now it's a 4-point Kings lead.
Oh, and Gay is a man of many talents, a sharp passer who puts the team above all else.
The drive.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special. Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here is Shaq following the basket by Demarcus Cousins. Here's O'Neal. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Cousins. Sacramento leading by 4. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Collison kicks to Gay. Off target from three-point range.
Even though he's struggling with the shot, it hasn't stopped his team from getting in front and maintaining this lead.
Here's Bryant, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
And Kings head coach David Yeager did not spend much time unemployed after parting ways with the Grizzlies. I think he was hoping for a new setting with more support from the front office. There have been some friction there in Memphis.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Barnes comes in for Rudy Gay. Garrett Temple has checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Lawson in for Darren Collison.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And you mentioned Yeager looking for a more supportive front office, Chris. Doesn't that make the Kings kind of a surprising choice?
Excellent point, my friend. They've gone through about a coach a year for the last decade. We got a pretty big pay raise, though, and a multi-year commitment. The Kings are lucky to have him. You hope they show some patience.
Lakers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And Bryant no good on that one. Kings leading now by 3. Shoots from 14. Barnes can't get it to go. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. From 12 feet out, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And it's 13 points for Kobe Bryant. 55 seconds left in the third. Lawson against Kobe. Lawson drives in. A nice shot by Kufis. Kufis has got his second bucket tonight.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And here's Kobe. 13 points in the game. Pass to Ori. The offensive rebound. Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes. But guys, the defense knows he has this ability, correct? Yet no one thinks to put a body on him? Incredible.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
A 3 from Barnes. The shot, no good. Gets it off. Can't connect. We're at the end of the third. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Stay aggressive. Keep them moving. Don't let them stand and get set up and scheme up.
And that's Dave Yeager laying out the key points for his team over this next stretch.
Yeah, I mean, he really wants the ball and his guys to remain in constant motion. Keep the defense on defense.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. So for the Lakers right now, Ori is out there with Fox. Then there's Harper. Then it's Jones. And it's Grant in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Jones, following the miss by Demarcus Cousins. Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. There's the pass to Ori. 6 on the shot clock. Poked loose. They're running. Here's Temple. count the basket. Temple's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Sacramento.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Jones for three, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Hayes got his third rebound on the night. Outside Collison. And some changes here for the Lakers. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Fox, and Van Exel subbed in for Harper. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Temple can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 3. Now here's Van Exel to the inside. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside, Rodman. Just 5 on the clock. Jones, the pass to Rodman. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, yeah, and you have to give him credit, too. Makes the right read go straight to the rim.
So it's Sacramento after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Cousins, and Grant sends it back. Here's Van Exel. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little, and finally now taking the lead.
Sacramento making a switch here. Aflalo's checked in. O'Neal's checked in for the Lakers. Cousins on the follow.
Great hustle from Cousins there. He never stops working on that offensive glass.
Out left to the wing. O'Neal inside. He's guarded by Cousins. Count that bucket. And the Lakers lead by 1.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Aflalo outside. In the corner. Collison with it. No good with the triple. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. That one good for 2. And now a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And this has really been a well-played game up to this point. And you know what? I bet it stays that way until the end.
Well, it's really been a tight contest. No reason to believe it won't be until the final buzzer.
Now here's Jones trying to find Shaq. He's got it now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shaq against Cousins. And too long on the shot. And here's Los Angeles. Big stretch here going 10-2. Van Exel kicks to Shaq. Stolen by Gay. Down low. And Grant sends it back. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Costa Koufos. Kobe's checked in for Los Angeles. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Cousins inside. O'Neal's there.
Well, that's why his size and length are so valuable. He altered the shot and collected the glass. All in the day's work.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
I mean, they seem to gain more energy after each made bucket. Let's see if they try to really bust it open here.
It's stolen by Bryant. Van Exel kicks to Rodman. Jones tries.
Oh! Come on. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
No, that's the nail in the coffin. Coffin game.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Oh, you love the confidence of Cousins. His ability to rise up and toss up a shot as soon as he gets the ball is tremendous.
Jones drives in. Down low. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here. down the stretch.
That's good from O'Neal.
Ooh, a cutthroat effort at the line. That should put this one out of reach.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're behind by 10. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Aflalo dishes to Tolliver. Now Lawson. Feeds it to Barnes. He tries for three. Shaw with the rebound. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-4 run right now.
Kings foul. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
At the line for two.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 11. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Oh, it feels like Coach may be making a statement to his guys. Until there's zero chance to come back, we're going to play this thing out.
O'Neal high post. Lets it go from 11, and it's good off the glass.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their turn.
But that's just tremendous work by them in setting the pace of the game to their favor and maintaining that throughout the game.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kev Kevington. And now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
He was outrageous. He shot a rare shooting percentage from the field, hitting from everywhere. It didn't matter where he was or who was guarding it. The defense tried to make adjustments, so what? Still knocked down shots.
Listen, he played some hard-charging basketball tonight, fellas. He didn't need an invitation to the party. He was going to bum rush the door. Some guys just hang out on the outside of the party, but not him. He said, no, I'm not just going to hang on the perimeter. I'm getting to the hole, baby.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. See you again soon.